Hey cuties, what's up? We're back with some more reactions after dark, and we are of course going to be watching 10 scary videos don't watch alone by Nuke's top 5. It's been a while since we've done Nuke, and it is Friday the 13th as far as I know. Yeah, it is Friday the 13th, so I was like, okay, we have to do Nuke's top 5 today, even though again, whenever I do these videos, I'm like, oh, this is fake, this is fake, this is fake. This is how they did it. This is how they did it. That's you're basically. I mean, that's what you sign up for when you're watching me react to Nuke's top 5. It's just like, okay, come on, this is like giga fake, right? But we're here just for the goofs, right? It's not actually going to be scary, but again, I just figured I'd do Nukes for Friday the 13th. Of course, no hater comments and no radical break today. Since it's only a 27-minute video, it's going to be even faster than that, so it's going to be like a 20-minute video. And maybe like a little bit of hater stuff. Like I got another comment from somebody. I actually ended up just liking it just because I was like, I don't know if they are saying it in a malicious way, because it isn't specifically directed at me. They're just like trying to be, I don't know if they're trying to like own me with information or something, but I liked it anyway, so I'm not gonna mention it. But there's someone out there, like, we'll see if they message another time, because on 2 different videos they're like, oh, okay, I don't know if you're like trying to be a hater or not, but we'll see if they come in a hater segment in the future again and get farmed for content, question mark. So let's just get into it. Again, today's just gonna be like a fun day. Again, this is just gonna be nonsense. We got the pen out today, even just to circle all the nonsense.
Jonathan Javier Molina.
Oh, wait, before we get into this, has Nuke, first of all, why is his name Nuke, by the way? I don't know if I've ever questioned that. Second of all, did he quit? Is he done? I mean, that's fine. That doesn't really bother me, but he hasn't uploaded since last year. I noticed his last video was 2 months ago, and I went to go see when exactly 2 months ago, and it actually is 3 months ago, because it was December 20th. So like almost 3 months ago is the last time he uploaded. So he hasn't uploaded in the entirety of 2026. I don't know if that's normal for him. Maybe he has to wait for 2026 spooky videos to be released so he could start making videos. Or he is just like, okay, he's just out the game, which sure, maybe he made enough money by now as a cool, I'm quitting. But yeah, just wanted to mention that.
Works as an EMT in Mendoza Province, Argentina. One night after finishing a late shift, he's sitting just inside the hospital corridor when he notices something very strange. He thinks he keeps seeing someone sitting inside his car. He pulls out his phone and starts recording, and what he captures is truly bizarre.
Is it? And why is it always the hospital stuff? A question mark, right? It's only, there's so many hospital ghost tubers.
Estamos en este momento en el hospital, escuchamos un golpe.
That's what I know. I heard something.
La cuestión de que no hay nadie atrás nuestro. Y miramos dentro del auto y dijimos, oh, pues el auto. ¿Qué mierda es?
What? Is it not just a reflection?
Lo peor de todo es que no queremos salir.
Worst part is that I don't know. I don't want to check it out.
O sea, no, un miedo, la puta madre. Lo peor de todo es que se mueve adentro del auto y no hay nadie. O sea, ahora vamos a ir a controlar el auto. Pero parece como si fuese un reflejo.
Yeah, it is just a reflection, right? Is it? You know, it would be so dumb if it's like him. Like it's actually his reflection in the car, like his reflection on the glass of the door, and it's positioned in a way to make it look like it's inside the car. But what if it's literally just him going like this, and he doesn't realize it? It's his own reflection, or he does, but giving him the benefit of the doubt, you know, devil's advocate, he just really does not understand it's his own reflection, or it's someone else's reflection, or maybe some animal like a bird on the roof or something. I don't know, but I think it's just his reflection on the door, and not even on the window of the car, but on the door.
No, boludo. Ya, salimos rápido para que vean que no es mentira.
Yeah, you see that it goes away as soon as he gets past the door, so it's reflecting off the door.
Mamá, la piel de gallina, hermano. Piel de gallina. Cagazo. Nadie. Nadie.
You'd be worried worried that's like an actual human being, right? That's just going to like rob you and kill you or whatever. But it's not even that. It's his reflection off the freaking door, if not something else.
Nadie.
Dog?
Un montón. Es un montón. Mierda. Y encima nos mira la puta que te parió.
Yeah, this one's just like so silly because it's clearly something reflecting off the own, like the door of the hospital.
No, chavo. No. Desapareció. La concha.
Jonathan films through the glass doors and spots a pale, translucent figure just sitting in the passenger seat of his car. It's faint, but the shape is clearly there. He goes outside to check, opening both the front and back doors and showing the empty interior. He even pans around to prove that no one is nearby. But after going back inside, he looks back out at his car and is shocked when whatever it is appears in his car again. This time, it seems to be staring right at him. So, did Jonathan capture a ghost outside the hospital trying to hitch a ride? And if not, then just what is this?
Again, like literally, you cannot see it once he passes the door. So whatever it is, it's just reflecting off the door. And it's just, I'm almost considering to say this is just like a goof, right? And there's someone behind him doing this thing, and they're in on it together. It's the way he's like getting spooked, but I don't know. Either way, it's just like, come on. It's just a reflection off the door of the hospital.
Let me know what you think. Graveyard shift. A security guard working the overnight shift at a cemetery decides to film a quick video for his brother-in-law, just to show him how creepy the place is after dark. He heads into the on-site crematorium to do a little filming, and that's when things get weird.
When the actual cred, full video, no audio in the beginning. This was last night. Audio in 3, 2, 1.
Lights, they turn off automatically at a certain hour. And I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna walk you through. Now, I have a friend that works, that he would see and hear things coming from these furnaces when they're burning the bodies.
Are we at a crematorium or something? Where are we at? I didn't pay attention to where we're at right now.
So when I'm walking through here, they usually put the urns out to send to the families. So when I'm walking here at night, I walk right by these urns that they put on these tables here. And then I come down, freaking out.
What this? I'm guessing it's supposed to be the urns moving on the rack there. It could have been those rollers on the thing that he was just showing. That bed thing. Where I'm assuming they put the bodies on, they roll them on. I can't tell, was like one of the lids supposed to be turning? Question mark. And if this is just, again, a hoax, I feel like you should, this is not a funny one because you're literally messing with the dead bodies. Assuming there's stuff in those urns. You're messing with the dead bodies of people. Of people's family members, question mark. Because be considered like a desecration of the dead, even though they are just like a pile of ash, question mark? Desecration of a corpse, even if the corpse is a pile of ash. Yeah, you see the lid like slightly moved up there, I think. Did you say like go back if you didn't see it? Is that what it just said? Oh, whoops, we got ads, hold on. Alright, back. It looks like it just moves upwards and moves down. Like it's already... So I didn't notice this before. Like, it's already up. Like the lid is up. Like it's pointing this way. Already. And then it moved down. That can just be gravity. I'm guessing it's gonna move backwards though. it moved up, question mark, though it didn't make any sounds on the second one. So if we're going to try to debunk, question mark, this one, I am going to assume it was recorded with the originally with the pot in a, like, the lid slightly ajar, right? And then it slowly slid down naturally because of just gravity, right? And however much weight is being pulled down to get back into position, right? It was positioned in a way that it was going to eventually fall back down. And then all he did was then insert that clip back in there backwards, played it backwards, right? So that it looks like the lid is going back up to the same position it was in before it slid down, and then a harsh cut to him running, right? Like you cut in him running away so quickly that you can't tell that there's a cut there. Like, I don't feel like trying to do that. Is this like before he runs away? Let's see. Speed. Oh, I don't have the speed increased right now anyways. So I'll turn the speed down. Turn the audio off. So it's going to move back up right now, right? So it's moving up. So there was like a lot of blur there. Like, I don't know if I would even be able to tell with this speed. Yeah, so at some point everything just blurs out, but that could just be because the camera's being shook all the time. But I think it's just like perfect editing of the lid slowly falling down from gravity, then being cut in. Well, you don't even need to cut in, you just need to reverse the footage immediately, and then cut in him running away. Also, this needs to be back up to 1.5, yeah. Again, I hope nobody that urn doesn't belong to anybody, and there's no one inside of it. Quote unquote, like no one inside of it. Again, like, you're playing with people's family members, question mark, for the sake of being a ghost tuber.
As he walks deeper into the room where the bodies are cremated, the audio on his phone starts to glitch. Then
Also, I did see the little door flaps get blown open.
he freezes as he
That's
hears
just
a sharp
wind.
clinking sound from somewhere nearby. He turns the camera, and that's when he notices one of the urns, an urn that actually has someone's ashes inside, and the lid is moving. It slowly tips upward like something inside is trying to get out. And with that, he decides he's seen about enough. He starts heading for the exit when he notices movement again, this time in the doorway. The curtains are swaying even though the air in the room is still. And then, clear.
Did he not just... Hold on. Did he not just run through it? Also... What is this? What is that right there? Huh? What is this line? Question mark? Right there? So I was just gonna say, it's just the wind, right? This, like, or they were just moving, so I'm assuming he just ran through them, right? And then turned around and looked at them as they were moving. And then that's just like wind or whatever, someone's in on it. But what is this? You're trying to tell me that's the floor? If you want to try to make an excuse for why there's just a perfect straight line here behind this? Like, what is that? Come on.
Clear as day, something pushes them up.
Yeah, that doesn't even look like the ground, because I was giving an excuse of what it could be, because it looked like it moved, whatever that was, and it was not even like a string. It's almost like one of those pointer sticks, like those metal pointers, if you know what I'm talking about, that extend in and out. It actually looks like something more solid than string. So someone just pushed all that with that. Like, come on, dude. You shouldn't be playing around at a crematorium.
And that's it. The guard just makes a run for it. So is...
Yeah, someone is on the other side pushing that. And this one is, I think, is in bad taste. Like the ones that are at the hospital all the time, you could argue are in bad taste, but this one's like really in bad taste, especially if these are actually occupied? Question mark. Again, like this is just you just put the lid on like I mean it's funny to say like just put the jar ajar, right? The lid of the jar ajar, so that it slowly falls down on its own from gravity, and then you just reverse the footage. But it's still in bad taste, I think.
Is something lingering inside the cemetery's crematorium? Are the spirits of the departed not really departing? Let me know. The Transparent Trespasser.
Could also just be string, right? Because they already seem to be using objects with that second one with the flaps, so I won't be surprised if there's just a string on the top of the lid. So you don't even have to reverse the footage. You could just have it already pulled out. The lid naturally falls down from gravity, and then you just pull the string again to make it lift itself up.
Florida live streamer named Michael mostly posts gaming content on his social.
Also, I think OBS. Did OBS crash or no? OBS didn't crash. The VTuber crash. Yeah, there it goes. I think if I just keep clicking in and out too much, either OBS will crash or the VTuber will crash. But we'll be right back. So we're back at it. I'm gonna go back a few because I don't know what this one is. It seems like it's about some sort of live streamer.
Let me know. The Transparent Trespasser. A Florida live streamer named Michael mostly posts gaming content on his social media. He's not a ghost hunter, and he's definitely never filmed anything paranormal.
But is he trying to get the ghost tuber fame? 15 minutes of fame for being a ghost tuber all of a sudden, like everyone seems to want to be. Assuming like, he's not that popular, maybe he's trying to get the ghost tuber views in so he can start get the kick he needs to get famous. I don't know.
Until now. Michael says his mom has been complaining that something keeps waking her up by tapping on the bedroom window every morning before sunrise. He says his dad brushed it off at first because the window faces their backyard, which is surrounded by a gated and locked 7-foot fence. Nothing should be getting back there. Eventually, after hearing the complaints a few too many times, Michael's dad sets up a camera pointing out the bedroom window. What he captures chills him to his core.
All right, look, it's starting now.
Okay, so this is him talking about the security footage of his parents.
The security light turns on. It picks up. And then it's
Sure.
back. It's at the corner of the house. You see him walking? It's like a short guy. And then you see the trees move. Y los árboles se movió.
Y camina, es una persona, no es una persona chiquitica, muy chiquitica.
I don't know what language that is. Is there any sort of like little people folklore that they have? Question mark. Like a gnome, gremlins, goblins. I don't know where they're at, where they're from.
At 4:27 a.m., long before sunrise, a small translucent figure strolls through the backyard along the tree line. Now, normally I'd just say it's a little kid and probably some bad camera compression, but something about this figure seems a bit off.
Nuke, when in God's name have you ever said it's bad compression and a child with bad compression? Like he acts like everything is real, question mark, in these videos, when it all a lot of the times can just be broken down to bad compression, which is like almost every one of these CCTV videos. It's just the compression is destroying it. If it's old enough CCTV, it's the VHS being recorded over and over and over and over again until it superimposes an older image onto a new, or like superimposes an old video onto a new video, causing the effect of looking like a ghost or something like that. Again, like when in God's name has this man ever said it's bad compression? Hello?
It doesn't really move like a child, but more like a very small adult, maybe 3 to 4 feet tall. And also, why would a child climb a 7-foot fence at 4:27 a.m. just to wander around someone's backyard? So what did Michael's dad capture here? A spirit, a duende, a gnome, or just
A duende? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, what kind of like folklore small thing do you want to go with?
one very strange camera glitch? As always, you decide.
I feel like the word duende is getting it up in popularity. It's being used a lot. I've been hearing it a lot over the past like year.
Run through the jungle. Over on the YouTube channel, Josh the
That one, I don't know what to say about that one. It's just some. you can argue it's some sort of nonsense. I don't know what it is.
Intern creator Josh McCartney films his outdoor travel and adventure as he explores the world. In one video, Josh heads deep into the jungles of Sri Lanka in search of one of the country's oldest prehistoric sites, the Belalina Cave, also known as the, quote, Cannibal Cave. As Josh treks further into the jungle, two men suddenly step...
Am I to assume that this cave has cannibals? I think I saw this one just like skimming through. It's gonna be like two locals, natives, question mark, out of nowhere.
Out from somewhere in the bush.
Not out of nowhere, but
They begin
just
following him. They match his pace, and they stop when he stops.
it just pans to them at some point. Why are you here by yourself? Question mark. Going to a place called Cannibal Cave. Assuming there's actual cannibals here, like why would you go to a place like that not expecting to get killed and eaten?
Eventually, they catch up, and one of the men tells Josh that he should follow them because they, quote, want to show him something. Josh immediately gets uneasy and decides to start filming.
I've been joined by some friends. They're showing me around. Very cool. I thought it was a bit strange that as soon as I began filming, they moved out of the shot. But I tried to ignore them and stayed focused on filming the cave I'd worked so hard to reach. Yet every time I lowered the camera, they would tell me to follow them as they wanted to show me something. At this point, I did feel quite uncomfortable, but I decided to give them the benefit of the doubt. I think these guys want to show me something. All right, we're going this way. But when I finally saw what they wanted to show me, everything changed. Wow. It was an
What, a little hut on the side? Maybe it's their house.
abandoned house, and they wanted me to go in first.
Okay, I'll follow you. I'll follow you. After you.
I don't know. This one's just awkward because this is uncomfortable. Question mark, right? Because you don't know if this is staged, which it could be some, again, what is it, unethical things going on here if this is staged. I didn't know, is it the standard just, oh, you're showing X people in bad light, question mark, because of implications? Or this is actually some sketchy nonsense and it's just a really like uncomfortable and awkward to watch.
And at this point, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed one of the men was moving.
Yeah, he is like trying to cycle behind him, question mark. He doesn't have anything in his hands though. I don't see.
And at that moment, my gut instinct kicked
He's
in.
gonna start running?
Clear. Get out now.
I'm just gonna get one more shot, okay? One more shot. Oh, sorry. I'm just shooting, filming, and doing more, and then I'll come, okay?
I stayed calm, acted like I wasn't suspicious, and slowly walked back towards the entrance. But it seemed like they didn't want me to leave.
I'll come soon. I just want to shoot this. But you go, I'll stay, and then I come later. I'm just filming everything, okay? Okay.
So I pretended to take the shot, and when I saw they were distracted, I made my move. At first, I walked at a normal pace, as off camera I had told them I'd forgotten something on the trail. But then, I heard footsteps coming after me, and that's when I ran. Oh, I'm gonna have a sit. All right, guys, so I have made it to safety. I wanted to wait until I was off the isolated road because there's only one way up and one way down to that cave. The adrenaline is rushed out of me. I ran down that mountain. That's why I'm very, very sweaty.
Josh says that in his travels in Sri Lanka, most of the people he's met have been very friendly. But this encounter just seemed different.
What I would say, is they could be extremely friendly and they just genuinely wanted to show me something in that abandoned house. And I just so happened to walk by. And they're like, we're going up there anyway. We'll show him something. And I've had those experiences here in Sri Lanka where locals want to show me something and they're super friendly and lovely. This to me just didn't feel like that. And so I was better safe than sorry until I got out of there. This is a decision that I made. These guys could have been nice and genuinely wanting to show me something. That is just not what I felt in the moment. And I've just got to trust that gut instinct, especially when I'm out there remote on my own. I've just got to trust my gut. And so that's what I did.
Now, honestly, Josh is a little more optimistic than me because
Sure. Again, like I was saying, if it is, like you take the two roads. Like, which roads do you want to take? Now, which way, Western man? No pun intended. Is this unethical because he's showing people of wherever this is from in a bad light, or is what's happening here actually real and was a very oof, uncomfy, if you want to use that word, situation? Because it is like, oh, it's like Jesus Christ, right? But also it seems like Nuke is on the side of he needs to get out of there. Like, he doesn't trust these guys.
I don't think there's a chance in hell that these guys were up to anything good. But hey, let me know what you
Sure.
think. Were these guys just being...
They had a dog with them. Whose dog was that? I mean, I guess it clearly wasn't their dog, so... I mean, his dog. So maybe they were okay, right? The dog can't be bad, right? These can't be bad people. They got a dog that seems to be happy. I didn't really get a look at
There's a chance in hell that these guys were up to anything good. But hey, let me know what you think. Were these guys just...
Actually, I can't tell.
Being friendly? Or was Josh about 2 seconds away from something horrible? The wax shaman. Maria
Yeah, I don't know, but that one's weird.
Sabina was a revered shaman and spiritual healer from Oaxaca, Mexico. Maria's fame in the West and the attention it brought upset her local community, and she suffered because of it. She was an outcast to her neighbors. Her house was burned down, and her son was killed. Maria Sabina died in poverty at the age of 90, suffering from malnutrition.
The age of 90, like, Jesus Christ. Like, how did she make it to 90? She was like, and how long was she gonna live if she didn't die from malnutrition? Question mark. If she made it to 90 in potentially such a bad environment, was this woman about to live to like 150? Like, Jesus Christ.
As part of an exhibit on witchcraft, the Ocampo Museum in Guadalajara, Mexico displayed a very lifelike figure of Maria Sabina. But soon after it went up, visitors began to complain, saying the figure moved or even tried to grab them. The following creepy video was recorded by one of the very frightened museum visitors.
What if they did that on purpose to give it like they gave it like slight animatronics on the inside? Just because this woman is what considered, they seem like she was a witch, right, or something like that, witch doctor. I did not catch the word that he was using. A shaman, maybe a shaman.
Güey, ¿qué pedo?
Head did move, but again, I'm blaming this on the people who made the exhibit, and this is just hooked up to some motors and whatnot on the inside. I don't know like what of it can move, if it's just the head or what, but the head probably just moves every so often, right? Maybe there's even like a button somewhere in the security room to make it move when someone's like watching it too closely. Question mark. That would be pretty easy. Like there could be wires running through the chair so that you can't actually see it connect to anything. It's on a giant box, right? It's not like it's attached to the ground. It's on a giant box that's then on the ground. There could be all sorts of components inside that thing.
Sabina appears to quickly turn its head and look directly at the man. And as you might expect, he just freaks right out.
Güey, ¿qué pedo?
The man showed his video to museum manager Ricardo Barbosa, who posted it online, and it immediately went viral. Ricardo posted a second video to prove that the wax figure of Maria Sabina is definitely not supposed to move.
¿Qué onda, amigo? No, amigo, no manejo nada de mecatrónica.
There's no mechanical, there's no motors. Okay, sure.
Una figura totalmente en cera. Mira, es una pieza total, rígida, no se puede manipular. Te digo, no tiene nada, te digo, mira, te muestro. No hay cables, no hay nada, no es un robot. Es una figura.
Lift this wax figure off the ground. Like, remove her and that chair off the box that it's on, then I'll believe you.
Totalmente en cera.
Museum manager Ricardo Barbosa shows that the wax figure is completely solid and immovable. It contains no gears, no wires, and no motorized parts. It's just a wax figure that should not move at all. So what do you think happened here? Let me know down in the comments.
Like I said, it's motorized, and it's just doing it for the publicity, right? All sorts of people are going to be coming to this thing now, trying to get pictures and video of it moving and whatnot. Again, like, remove it off of that box, and then we can talk. As long as it's on that, then I'm not believing you. And even then, how am I supposed to believe it's not battery powered? Like, it's still full of motors, but there's not batteries inside? Come on.
Secret roommate. Haley and her friends are staying in an Airbnb with their moms when they discover something very strange. A secret door hidden under a rug at the bottom of the stairs.
And I wanted to like open it to see what was down there. So then I got my phone because I wanted to get a video of me going down there to like see what was down there because it was actually creepy.
Haley starts to record as they open the hidden door, revealing a dark cellar beneath the house.
We found a secret door underneath.
Your mom just said hello and then they freaked out.
So it turns out someone is living down there. A woman's voice suddenly yells up at them from somewhere in the darkness.
Who got trapped down there?
They know? I thought this was like your mom, because the mom was saying sorry. Sorry, I thought it was like the mom said something.
Now, they say they have no idea who was living in the cellar, but I have an idea. It was the owner. That's what I think. Because I featured several videos on this channel of weird people who rent out their house and then just secretly hide inside somewhere.
What the hell?
Previously, watch the full story on 10 scary videos that are insane. Never booking Airbnb again.
Yo
You're the people that I let the house to, right?
Yeah.
You're here all day?
Yeah, who are you?
I own the house. I'm Richard. Hope you don't mind. But
What the it's a bit weird. What's happening? What's happening here?
look, this should be no problem. I'm not going to interfere with you.
Well, you're interfering with me now.
No.
And where's your clothes?
Yeah, is he naked? Like, it's just like, where's your pants?
Gone. Where's your clothes?
They're in the washing machine.
So, next time you stay
That guy was like really amused with
at an
that.
Airbnb, just be aware that the creepy owner might just be living inside there with you. And that is truly disturbing. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me.
Maybe the mom was saying sorry, we didn't know, to someone in the basement. Okay, I got the full picture now. Someone said hello in the basement. They all freaked out. The mom said sorry, we didn't know, like as in we didn't know someone was down there, to the person who said hello.
Me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure.
Except for the fact that is this his newest video, or is it? I don't think this is his newest video. His newest video is like an hour long. That one was like the second newest one. Like he's doing this, like, hey, give me videos. Except for the fact you have not uploaded for the entirety of 2026 nuke ? So that's a lie.
Be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Living doll. TikTok user Chiki Chica says that her granddad collects old antique dolls and mannequins, something that really creeps her out when she goes to visit her grandparents. One night, she's busy on her laptop in a room full of those old dolls, when suddenly she sees something that chills her to her core.
Why do you have this like Oompa Loompa in the corner?
This thing just moved.
Why do you have one of those balloons? Whenever I see one of these balloons, I'm just gonna think of the Elmo ? From the other Nukes spooky video, which is just a 3D model, right? Which I should know as someone who makes 3D models, VTubers, etc. When I'm looking at a 3D model, right, or whatever. So whenever I see one of these balloons doing weird stuff, I'm just going to assume it's 3D animated now, and then baked into or superimposed onto the video from now on. Or is the balloon going to come out and chase her, or what? Sure, but how am I supposed to know there's not someone in there? That was a cut there, so anything could have happened from that cut. There's like a fade to black. She gave that corner there like a wide berth, right? Because I mean, this is like way too cheesy. Because you know, this thing, oops, I went too far back. You know, this thing just floats out of nowhere, like it was thrown out there. She hits it. She is walking like she's, it's hard to say, like if this is the wall and the balloon was pushed this way, she is like doing this to get inside, leaving enough space for someone right here to walk out of the way, ? Right? And then like the I think we'll say this is like the chair that the guy is in, like him is here, but there's a lot of space here, right? But she's like specifically going out of her way, shuffling. She's even having like a shuffle move to her body as she's doing this to get into position to look at this guy, when she could have just like went like this, right? She's going all like not in a circular motion like that, but like she's moving in a way that gives someone enough room to move out of the way if they were there. I wouldn't be surprised if we could catch any shadows moving in the background.
You can do it again. I won't watch.
I won't watch. watch while looking at a camera or looking at a mirror. Perfectly placed mirror. Why is there shadows constantly moving in the backgrounds?
At first, Chica is freaked out by the creepy doll and walks out of the room, and the door just slowly swings shut behind her. But she goes back in and tries to get the doll to move again, and it does. In the mirror, you can clearly see the doll's hand move across its knee. But did you see it? Just before the doll's hand moves, a strange...
Yeah, I mean, Nuke, why are you pointing this out? That should be like, oh, okay, someone's coming in there and pulling string to pull the hand out to the side here because their shadow is moving over here to get into position to pull the string. Like, hello, Nuke? You're pointing out the shadow as if it's like reason for the ghost when it's actually reason for a human being, another human being being in the room.
Shadow passes across the wall, moving toward the old doll. So is this bizarre old antique doll haunted by the spirit of one of its former owners? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Yes.
You decide.
It is, especially.
Under. In Indonesia, a little girl named Zaina and her brother...
Okay, pulled under is a loaded couple words there. We're talking about someone's going to get drowned? Like what?
They're playing in their bedroom as the family security camera quietly records. But as the little girl crawls across the floor, something seems to pull her. Zaina's mother, who was away at work, later watches the security footage back as she records her horrified reaction.
Have I seen this one before? No, I don't think so. I don't know what this is. Yeah, where is she? Oh, she's like way in the back.
The little brother just kinda lies there staring at his phone as his sister seems to be slowly dragged under the bed. Zaina starts screaming. Whether in pain or fear, it's hard to tell, but her brother barely reacts. Eventually, he calls for help and their grandmother rushes in, but even she can't pull the little girl out. A nearby neighbor hurries in to help, and the two of them actually have to lift.
Well, I think it's just because she's so far back. Like, she's like way over here. She's unable to reach her that far back.
The entire bed. Finally, the grandmother manages to free terrified little Zaina and pulls her into her arms. Their mother, whose shocked voice can be heard on the video, says she has no idea what to make of it. She genuinely believes that something pulled her daughter under that bed. But
like this one, like if we want to give an explanation, I don't think she was getting pulled. I think she was just genuinely backing away from something. So she could be getting spooked by something in front of her. Who knows what? Something that the boy doesn't really care about because he's too old to get spooked by it, whatever it is, but something's freaking her out. So she's literally retreating away from it. And then she's just retreated so far back into this that she's gotten herself stuck in the back of the, back of whatever this is. Couch?
What do you think?
Bed?
Scary videos.
Bed couch? Yeah, if you want to try to give that one a legit explanation, I think it's just she was like literally just backing away, crawling away, whilst crying, and then just crawled so far back that they needed to actually lift the couch out to get her.
This is the place for weird or silly videos, or actually this week it's ones that didn't quite fit the regular list. But
oh yeah, I forgot. Like, is this another like? Is number one's always just like a stupid, silly video?
Are still creepy in their own way. First up, a young woman named Lexi is just hanging out at home with her dog. Nothing unusual. But her black lab suddenly locks onto something across the room. Something truly bizarre.
The Christmas. I feel like we had these exact two things as a kid. Oh my god. I swear to God we had these things and they just do that. Okay, shut up. Because these dolls just slowly move like that. I swear to God that we had these as a family. Yeah, they just slowly do this, I think. Like in a circle, right? Or something like that. I swear to God we had these. Obviously not anymore. I don't know where the heck they are now, but I swear to God we owned this exact model of Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus, and they are animatronic, question mark. So I can tell you from firsthand experience that these just move.
So this video was sent to me a couple hundred times in email and on TikTok, and some of the people in the video comments are just straight up freaking right out. But it turns out that this is just a Christmas decoration doing what it do, because it's actually designed to move like that. Freaking the f out of the family dog is just a bonus. This next video is something that some people seem to think might actually be paranormal, so I'll just put it here and leave that up to you.
I do hate that his final videos for Nukes are just goofy videos and nothing to do with like scary stuff.
Cat Noel hears eerie laughter coming from her.
I usually just skip this stuff, but that first one was fine, especially because I could actually comment it from personal experience.
Baby monitor. She goes to check and sees this.
What? Baby just laughing?
The little girl just seems to wake up laughing maniacally and staring at the nanny cam. Now, there's no denying that this clip is creepy as hell, but I'm just gonna write this one off to, babies do weird shit.
Yep.
Thank you. In the video comments, people mentioned that Kath wondered if they should call a priest. This person says, I'm a priest, don't call me. Another popular video comment is, move immediately, leave the child.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny.
And then someone just simply posted this lovely picture of someone throwing a baby.
I've seen this picture before, I think.
Anyway, that's all for this week. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back again next week.
And that is going to be it for today with that one. Like, maybe they just had like a funny dream and they're like laughing in the dream. They wake up laughing, still immersed in the dream, and then that's it. Like, who knows what that could have been. Again, that thing, who knows. But I'm actually going to go talk to my dad about what happened to the Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus that just sit there and like rotate their heads, question mark. Like, what happened to that Christmas decoration? I gotta go figure that out. But yep, that is that. So though, again, who knows if we're ever gonna do Nukes again. I mean, he has like 100 million videos that I've never watched before, but he hasn't uploaded all year, so maybe it's done, maybe he's done. I mean, that's fine. Again, these videos don't really do anything for me anyways, because they're all fake, typically, but oh well. But again, happy Friday the 13th to everybody out there. Go get your spooky on, whatever. So yeah, cuties, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers, think about becoming a member, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we're working on watch time and subscribers, and don't forget we have a throne now as well. And shout out to the members, EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and alexgkiller 880. Hey cuties, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, hype, and comment. What do they do? See ya.